playing Arbor Pines and not Arbor Pines Golf Club. Okay, blue tees, which are the tips. And round. I'm gonna step away for 1 second. Okay. Alright, cool. That's some Arbor Pines. Got some sunny and some haze. This is a cool look. Pretty much every summer morning here. I like the look. The lighting right off the tee. Pretty cool look on the first hole. Everything's laid out. The interesting thing about this lighting, especially with the shadows, is from far away the colors are hard to distinguish. You know, you've got scout cams; it's not that big a deal. Okay. So safe part of the fairway is really, really big. The narrow part of the fairway is a little wide. This bunker does an okay job of getting in the way, so that's decorative. This bunker is interesting. It's there. Okay. I think the scale of this fairway is a little off. I think it's a little wide, but it's an opening hole. Green's an okay size. Yeah. Definitely don't want to miss short and right. Really short anywhere. Back. That would have been a good shot had it not been a fast. Oh, that went hard right. Okay. Okay. I like that I've got options here. I got this shot here. I got this here. I even have this. This is... I don't know that I'd want to leave myself 240. So maybe this bunker's a little big. Or maybe the hole's a little long for this. 3 options here. I'm on a terrible swing. Green orientation is pretty good there. Who said you can't get backspin on a flop? And these bunkers are not. These bunkers don't really impact the play. And the second shot is. It's I don't know. It's just rudimentary. It's like you just have to do it. Green's a little big. Not terribly huge, but it's a little big. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not, just that its pin is tucked in the back. But I need to do that. Just dove under. I'm taking advantage of the lighting here. But I have this great lighting, but then I have all these trees directly behind the green, putting the green itself into the shadows. Yep. I think I would just like this opened up. What's going on behind these? There's no reason for it. Other than so I don't see the next hole? I'm confused as to why it's like that. Hey, how's it going, Ben? I killed it. I feel like it's a really missed opportunity with the lighting. I like the steps up to this next tee. Or what I assume is the next tee. Like that, I didn't see that before. Cool, welcome along. You can watch me play terribly. Well, this hole was, the light is bright except the green. And I like the look with the light shining through the trees. This is a cool look. They just covered the green. I would like to see it framed better. All right. Let's see here. Okay. All right. One word of caution is this fairway probably doesn't come back far enough. I'd like to see this fairway come back to here-ish. Maybe here is okay. But this fairway is 240. It's a little far in case someone is playing from the tips and into a wind. It might just barely reach. But I really like the look off the tee, though. Looks really, really cool. The bunker on the right is really highlighted really nicely. It's got depth. It's got shadows. Looks really, really cool. what I would say is I would want to take this terrain, instead of it being this arching terrain, if we could lower this, so that this shot is on the downhill, lower all of that terrain and run it up to that bunkering green, you'd really capture something that wins you contests. I came up short. All right. Nice look from the tee. You can clearly see this bunker, even though it's in the shadows a little bit. Maybe I would have tried to clear out some of these trees so that I get that in the sun. But I like the risk reward option here. I can hit up here, which is kind of up at the top of the hill, or I can hit to here, which is a safer avenue. If I take the safest line, I'm going to be stuck behind the trees, and I won't have a shot at that green. So I like the idea. I like the width of the fairway here. I like these trees, the placement of those trees, and this bunker. Playability-wise, I think it's really solid. Did I play this one before this? I have, actually. I haven't gotten to most of them, um, but I wanted to get these out, and I had some time, so I started with the earliest ones. But I did actually have a chance to play this course before, and earlier I had played Sweet Tooth Hills. Um, uh, and I had also played that previously. Um, and on stream, no, this is the first time I'm having a chance to hop on a stream, get through these. So, I want to go for this green, but I know I'm going to be over the back. It's here. Whoa! I did not expect that. Par train. Okay. All right. I want to talk about this hole. And right off the start, I really like the concept of this hole, where you've got the wide fairway to the right, um, narrower beyond the bunkers. Uh, it's uh, so from tee to fairway, um, and beyond the bunkers to the second fairway. Uh, this hole is really, really well laid out, and really interesting. What I want to talk about, though, is the orientation of the green. And the orientation of the green, because of its angle, you have a better angle by taking the safer route. by hitting the ball to the right side and not taking on the bunkers and playing it safe. While it's a slightly longer shot, the angle is really much better. What I would like to have seen is for the orientation of this green to be rotated 90 degrees clockwise. And by having that green rotated that way, now I've got a better angle to the green if I take on all the bunkers. If I want to play it to the safe fairway, I would want to play it to the left side of that fairway and get as close to the bunkers as possible. If I want to play it incredibly safe, I would want to play it out to the right. If I want to be extra aggressive, I would want to take on the bunkers and hit it to the second fairway, which is to the left. So um, for me, I would have taken this green and oriented it 90 degrees clockwise so that the best I get the most advantage out of taking on all of those bunkers back there. Um, and because of the wind, it's not an option for me today. So I have to play it here. Oh, my power fade. Slow. Oh, that's too far, I think. Oh no. I thought that was going to roll for miles. I feel like chipping in this game is weird. Oh. I like the fairway apron. It's a little big, but I like it. These bunkers don't really come into play. I'd like to see this bunker here actually move to that spot here. Have a bunker curl in over here. This way, if I want to attack that portion of the green, I've got to contend with that bunker. Um, and then I'm left with the option how aggressive I want to be. Right now, it's just if I hit it to the pin, I hit it to the pin. If not, then I might be in a bunker. I like this little area in the front. I like this grassy area in the front. Looks pretty cool. Um, something, some interest. Uh, from the tee, something to look at as I look at this fairway. This is because of the low lighting. I think this is where um, it detracts from the course when you're not capturing that. This hole, it's a it's blind. Um, Downhill can hit that bunker there. Let's take a look at this bunker because this is inconsistent with the rest of the course. We haven't had an in fairway bunker on the course, so I think I would have liked to see a band of rough around it. Or just have the bunker where it is, um, and have the fairway cut inside of it. Oh, jeez. Slow. It's a lucky bounce. Very helpful. Yeah, I know. I know. Sometimes the course helps you out. So much room. Bunker's in a good spot, though. Most of them are good. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. Now, one thing I haven't noticed or haven't said any about is some of the sculpting just feels it's a little roundish. I don't know how to kind of explain it. Just I'm not sure what I'm thinking here. Sort of like this part here is what I mean. Like this area is just kind of rounded off and then rolls down and there. So that kind of stuff. This in the bunker just kind of looks like it rolls off the side or rolls down the cliff. Um, it's really a minor nitpick. It's not anything egregious, but I think it could be a little better. Like the pan of this bunker, it's really deep over here, but then in this part, the pan is really flat. So that could be a little more consistent. Um, I just saw something. So like this bunker here, just gotta be really careful with how close you're getting to the light rough here. Want to make sure that there's at least a fairly consistent um, edge around the bunkers. That's a little tight. you see that, um, then maybe you need to go and modify the, oh, just missed that. Maybe modify the spline of the green or the spline of the fairway just to fit the bunker in a little better, or need to move the bunker out just a little bit. Um, Maybe shrink it down and just move it a little bit away, just so that it fits in the space better. Oh, I feel like this is a huge missed opportunity here. Where's So I like the tree and the planting. I just would like to see have this green exposed in the sunlight a little bit more. So maybe shrink the trees that are back here so that the sun peeks over them. I like this shape of the green here. You have this gooseneck in the back. It could be really useful with this bunker here comes into play. Um, and here we're using the fairway as kind of an apron. So I'd like to see this green elevated a little bit so that if I miss, the ball does run down into this apron area.